Science. Hi. I thought I would talk to you today. Talk to everyone about things I consider and think about. About aspects of our lives and the human condition that occur to me. What I want to talk to you today specifically about was the idea of acceptance. And conversely, not accepting something. It occurred to me that there are things in this world that, while we may not necessarily see them all the time, we are at least familiar with them, or at least see images of them on a somewhat consistent basis. And these are things that we accept. These are things that we take as part of what is. And I came to this conclusion when I considered nature and the bounty of animals that she's provided us with. Specifically, two particular specimens. And the first one is, and this is, I don't know why, it's the giraffe. What the fuck? What's going on there? Alright? What the hell is going on? It is two sets of stilts attached to an emaciated alien dog that looks like someone tried to feed it a broom, handle first, up its ass. What is going on there? There is no lines of logic or reasoning or equations that can go into something like that. It can purely only be a manufactured product of random chance. There's no one that would go to a drawing board and draw out a picture of a giraffe if tasked with creating a new animal. There's no one that would do that. Let's just examine a giraffe based on its aspects as an animal. For the most part, the exterior of an animal, its outside, its skin, its fur, is to serve a purpose of camouflage or disguise. For a predator, it's so that they can hunt better. For a non-predator, it's so they can hide better. There's nothing about a giraffe that can be hidden. It is 11 feet tall and has a pattern that does not blend in with anything. There's not a single biome on this planet that can hide a giraffe. It's the color of dead grass, and it's frequently around greenery, because that's what it eats. If it ate dead grass and lie down all the time, it might have something. But as far as it stands, it's an 11-foot tall boa. Alright? What's more, it's the only only animal that can be 11 feet tall, and you can throw a rock directly at it and miss, because it's just legs and neck. Legs and neck. The fuck is going on there? Legs and goddamn neck. It's like someone was building an erector set, and, they're building a little crane model, that flings the ball at the little toy tower that you make because you don't have any friends, and that's what your parents buy you because they feel sad about you. And instead of having, that little bit that holds the ball, you just basically throw it by hand. There's no consistent reasoning there. Now, the other thing is, and this is especially what the hell, is the scorpion. The scorpion. The fuck? The fuck, Mother Nature? The fuck? The scorpion! Seriously! The only conclusion I can come to in regards to the scorpion and Mother Nature is that after just a long day of making wonderful things like toucans and, honey badgers and manatees, Mother Nature just said, spiders, crabs, bees, nightmares. Fuck you, I'm Mother Nature. That's it. That's the only conclusion you can come to. Because there is no realm outside of a Transformers cartoon in which a scorpion is going to be considered right. It's there. We accept it. It's part of what is. But that is fucking wrong. Alright? What the fuck? Here's another kicker about the scorpion. The smaller it is, the easier it is to fit in your shoe or your ear, the deadlier it is. The deadlier it is. The more likely you're not going to see it, something that can sting the shit out of you, the more likely you're not going to see it, the more likely it's going to be something that can fucking kill you. God damn it, fucking god damn it. But the Mother Nature makes up for it by making it so that it glows under a black light, because I always have a fucking black light on me. The heck? Now that's an example of stuff that we just accept, blindly accept. We don't question it, we don't necessarily like it, but we accept it. Now, I want to talk to you about something that, for the most part, people do accept, but I'll never fucking accept because it's bullshit, and that's the inside of a closet. Specifically, the handle on the inside of the closet. What part of the manual for operating clothes and doors for clothes did I miss? Last I checked, the way a closet works, shit's on the inside. I open the door, I take the stuff out, I close the door. That's the extent of my interaction with the closet. That's all it should be. But there's a handle on the inside of the door. Do you want to know what I think that handle means? I think that handle means that at some point, I, maybe not too far in the future, am going to get raped. And there are a couple of scenarios that I've come up with about the rape that is most likely going to occur. The first one, now I'll admit, this seems a little fanciful, maybe a little crazy, but there's a handle on the inside of the closet door, so as far as I'm concerned, everything's on the table. I'm going to be asleep one night. Next thing I know, the closet is going to open from the inside, and then somewhere in the range of 12 to 30 seconds later, my pants are going to be around my ankles, and the back of my neck is going to be kissed by the fucking Slender Man. God damn it! God damn it! Boogeyman jizz! The other thing is, and now I consider this a totally realistic possibility, is that it's going to be me on the inside of that closet, clutching the handle, crying, doing my best to keep that door shut, as a home intruder with a machete does his best to get through that door, to get at my butthole, and rape me without lube. That is something that is very, very, very likely on the table at this point, because like I said, there's a handle on the inside of a door. They should not have a handle on that side, because there should be no reason for that door to open from that side. The other thing I can assume is that it's some sort of design remnant. Something left over from a bygone era in which men and women needed to go into their closets in order to change into their bat outfits. Yeah, well, why not? It's a design remnant from a really old bat cave. Back when the ideas of, space and hiding shit were relatively new. It's a design remnant from just a shitty bat cave. But you want to know what? The Batman coming out of that bat cave is not here to be your Dark Knight, unless Dark Knight is slang for guy who rapes you in a bat outfit, or marmoset, or manatee outfit, whatever they're putting on. This Batman is not Bruce Wayne. He is not driving around in a jet car with flame shooting out the backside. He's driving around in a Geo Metro with a dent in the passenger side and really, really, really old oil. So technically there is sparks and fire and smoke, but for the wrong reasons. This is a Batman who does not have a bat signal to summon him to do good things. It is a Batman whose bat signal consists of his mugshots being displayed on the clouds, one after the other, from his series of sexual assault arrests. It's not a good thing! Now, yes, that sounds crazy, but once again, something that does not need to have that design aspect has it! Alright? There isn't a handle to flush the toilet on the inside of the bowl, is there? No, it's on the outside, because That's its function, to flush a toilet. Just like the handle on the outside of the closet is to open it from the outside, because that's where you're supposed to be. Because you're not supposed to be on the inside, unless it's to grab clothes while the door's open, and then step back out and shut the door again. The handle is there for bad things. Mark my words, if you open the paper, or you turn on the news, and you hear a story, some news flash, bulletin, jackass in Old Navy shirt, raped and fisted, horribly, anus the size of, cantaloupe. This guy. You'll know why it happened. You'll know the story behind how a gentleman's butthole got expanded to gargantuan proportions. Now, I don't want to be entirely, crazy and negative about this. The idea of acceptance. So I'm going to talk about one final thing when it comes to acceptance. And now this type of acceptance is something that is therapeutic. It's something that's good for you. It's a way to essentially talk yourself out of the noose. And now what I'm referencing is birthdays. I, not too long ago, recently had a birthday. Now, when I say that, I do not mean that I had a celebration. I don't mean that there was, colored lights and fruity drinks and people who are my friends because I don't have any. It was just me turning a year older. I turned 29. That was it. No pomp or circumstance. I just turned 29. Now, for the most part, that's going to sound pretty goddamn depressing, and I'm not going to lie. I was kind of down in the dumps. I did not feel super. Until I considered something. Now, this type of acceptance is more about understanding. I came to the conclusion and understood exactly what a birthday is about. A birthday is not about me. A birthday is a celebration for my parents. It commemorates their actions. Now, for your average person, it commemorates the day your dad decided not to pull out. For me, it commemorates the 9-month period after which my mother went to a doctor and exclaimed, "That's too much for an abortion. I'll just take my chances with a miscarriage." That's what it does. It celebrates the actions your parents took before. So if you have a birthday and you don't do anything, you don't have to feel bad. It's nothing to get truly upset about. Now, if you have a birthday and you have an actual party and you have people over, friends, and there's dancing and flashing lights and party favors, those things you blow on, go and then cum shoots on your face, then more power to you. Fantastic. But if you turn a year older and you don't do anything spectacular, you don't have to feel bad. Just think of it this way. Did you really want to celebrate your dad letting a load of baby juice off of your mom?